Hey guys, so today we're painting our Custodes, Adeptus Custodes cards. Very simple color scheme I will show. So first of all, we use for airbrush just contrast, and metallic contrast passed perfectly because it's pretty liquid and allow us to work with the airbrush simply directly from the bottle. I don't need a lot, and it's not so transparent and actually can simply cover even black primer. So now I use 0.2 millimeter size here. Looks like it's even already open, so we need just to correct it. Hi guys, thanks for joining. So today we're doing Custodes. Ha. That's cool. Thanks for your comments. Hi guys. Hi Hannah. Good. So let's start. That's our creature seekers. That will be pretty fast actually. I'll post tomorrow the color scheme. It's possible just to paint in 1.5 hours the whole squad of 5 miniatures. Thanks guys for joining. Hope you subscribe to my channel because a lot of content. So today we probably posted 200 already in total video tutorials, short video tutorials. Yeah, as you can see, the contrast, I use this one from Army Painter, Speed Paint Glitter and Loot. I like this gold color. Good. Have a nice day. Bye bye. So, and yeah, you can see that it's applied perfectly, actually directly added to the airbrush. So let's just continue. Let me just probably a bit zoom out that you can see. I have already painted, so you will see soon on the channel. So I have like a lot of Custodes, so all of those tutorials will be soon, so subscribe and you will see all step by step how it's possible to do quickly. Yeah, I really like. I think this is the best gold. I have gold actually specially prepared for airbrush, but I think this one is just a perfect match. Good. So yeah, this weapon will be black, I assume. And let's just check. Good. I think this one is ready. So the actually gold color looks like pretty simple, just a gold, but not. Better to go with the wash after that. So let me just show you. It's pretty simple. Please, I want free. I want to play. So cool, yeah. Thanks guys for your comments. I hope you all subscribe to my channel. So today we quickly I will show you in a live stream how to paint this custodian guards and the lady for Rich Seeker. Thank you for your likes, guys. Hope on you subscribe. And yeah, so let's just continue. As I mentioned before, so we just simply cover with the gold color. You can do it by yourself, by like with the brush, but yeah, that is like our cool tip. Just glitter and loot directly from the bottle. Speed paint, the best probably gold option for airbrush. Good. So looks like we have already all right. So we can just quickly clean up our airbrush. You can see after the gold it takes some time. So, but I will do this quickly. So just to add water, and I need my tool. Whoa, I need my paper tool. Just a second, I need to take it, guys. Give me a second. My paper tool should be here, right? So I'm back. Hope you could hear me, because I use my microphones, external microphones, to make the voice and the sound better for you. So yeah, as usual, let's just continue. Only from Brown. Huffing, what is the guy about this? Spirited. So, yeah, that's pretty simple. We just clean up. You can see my hand. That's because I just painted here for my wife and I forgot to open glue. So that sometimes happens, and I don't know what can I use just to clean up my hands. So I will add a bit isopropyl. That's cheaper than cleaner, but cleaner, like clean, definitely brush much better, and I always recommend to use it just on the final stage. So after you already probably just clean up your cap, you can add a bit, very small parts, and I have this cap just to remove everything from my airbrush. That's already clocked. So yeah, I probably need clean up here. So for this purpose, even like when you're just painting with airbrush for a long period of time, you can just check that probably it's clogged and it's not going out from the airbrush. So that's easier just to use your old brush. Each of them story is greater. Yeah. So you can just gently up and remove. So yeah, we can see that's removing totally. Good. And we can add a bit. Okay. Even like you can do it like here in this stuff. So yeah, that's already much better. So yeah, we almost just finished it, and like our miniatures just dried, so we'll continue with this part on the final stage just to clean up that my airbrush work better. I use cleaner from Vallejo. I really want to buy the paints from this brand as well. So I have army painters, I use Citadel, I use Green Stub World. So I want to try the third generation of the interactive, and I want to try actually this Vallejo as well colors. Looks like they work good. Thanks for joining, guys. Today we'll just paint pretty quickly. I will show you step by step Custodes, Custodian Guard, and one lady from Sister of Silence. Good. So that's done. Okay, let's just put it out. We don't need it anymore today, so like airbrush was needed. Again, if you don't have airbrush, what I recommend, and you have Custodes, just buy primer spray gold. That's definitely save tons of time for you. And yeah, always good to have primer with the same color that you have for your miniature. So we don't need this sheet of paper. So yeah, I just use them to not like make it dirty. Why would you ask? Because I do video for you and I want that the background was pretty clear. Then you perfectly can see each miniature on my video. So let's start probably with custodian guy. What I will take, there are two options actually. It's using some wash sepia color or another option, it's using dark red tone, because red complement gold as well, very well. So I will use sepia because I use it for my like previous guys. So let me just put them here and we will try to make the same tone so as these guys have. That's pretty simple. What we will do? So they all getting ready for war. Yeah, thanks guys for your comments. All right, so we actually, I don't need this stuff anymore. That's from some crafting store. I just use for primary, so I can just remove it from here. What I will use, I really like for this purpose, like when I working with the bases, then I use this from Citadel. It's easier to keep bases when I working with like miniature without bases, because I have this volcanic bases I prepared. I have already the video, probably I will post next week. And yeah, I use the red grass keeper and this putty just to put them on the place. So yeah, that's pretty simple for me, just to keep them, switch them, and working faster. And it's, yeah, just simplify my flow and won't waste your time, so I can easily just switch this cup. Good. So where is the next guy? This guy are very strange. They always like running somewhere, so they always stay on one leg. Okay, and the Reacher Seeker. Let's put here as well on this small part. Good, so let's continue. Now we need to apply sepia. So I got the airbrushes from the orange brushes. I want to try today them. I tested, actually, I probably will do some video about the brushes. I can just show you, because you just joined to my channel like a live stream, so there are like a lot of people. Hope you all subscribe to my channel. We have already like, I posted today probably 200 video tutorials, so I think they are short, they are simple, they are like step by step with all materials that I use, so I hope you definitely join to my channel. Feel free to share the comments, I respond to every comment. And yeah, we're working with some guys, so they shared some result. So what I use from the brushes, I really like want to use this orange. I waited for them. I tested like this Green Stuff World Kalinsky Sable. It's not like the premium one, but pretty nice. I really like them because they are very long. And my favorite is this Winston and Newton Syria. I really like them. They cost probably up to 20 euro one brush, but yeah, pretty nice. But I always use number one. I just bought number two, and I don't like it because it's short. And if you can see, for example, with let me just show number two in, yeah, this number two in Greenstaward Klinsky, and you can see it's like long, and even like I can paint the whole miniature with only one brush. It's like big enough, and like good saber, good tip. I can like paint even small elements. Like on this guy, I just painted all of the small elements with this big brush, and that's perfect. Fine. So let's continue today. I will test this great orange brush as well, number two. So if you have any questions, just feel free to ask. I usually use for water some bottle with a clean water, because in my cup is always like very dirty. And yeah, just to mix in some color. Good. So for washes and like contrast, I use always Pupid. So let's just start doing that. So what do we need for the next step? These guys can stay here. That's we need to remove. Thanks for that you joined today, and we will just finish it very simply. All right. So this is my holder, and we will just continue. So what do we need? We need to apply our wash. We will take the sepia tone and just apply it. So I will add to the cup, and let's continue. So the main point, actually, don't worry, I recommend usually to apply like carefully wash, but in this case I will definitely wash it across. Why? Because then I will restore the gold color with dry brush and gold a bit, but I want this sepia create like right shades, deep shades actually, and then yeah, I can just restore it easily with dry brush and just gold color. Okay, we have here, we just need to apply on legs, especially on these eagles. That's definitely create good shades, and yeah, here as well. So we'll do a just highlighting and restoring the color with two gold elements. First of all, I need just to apply gold over that. I will take probably Eldorado gold from Green Stuff World, but yeah, actually any gold. It shouldn't be bright gold. Why? Because then we gently highlight with some metallic color. So we will create some like very carefully, but some like how to say, I can just remember this word in English, guys. Sorry for that. Maybe my English is very bad, but yeah, I hope you can clearly understand me. Like Custodes, they are pretty nice. This one, I definitely will do gold. I really like how they contrast in with black elements and black armor as well. And I will do it later with like black armor, but yeah, you're doing for some. No, that's for Warhammer. That's for Warhammer. War gaming. Okay, so I think that's enough. Let's just give this guy to dry with the wash, because it's not so good idea just to apply dry brush when on a miniature you still have some wet elements. So we need just to apply them. Actually, this brushes are pretty nice. I, to be honest, don't know. Is it like good synthetic? Because I just tried good synthetic from Da Vinci brushes, and they're pretty nice. To be honest, like I painted. I had a starter from Army Painter with basic colors, and there was some like base coating brush in a set, and one miniature probably from Gloomhaven, I assume. And yeah, I actually just painted with this brush over the 100 miniatures, and only with one brush. Only like after, when you just want to try something, you will have like a lot of brushes to find. Just because they're very important from this point. That's always have a fun from the hobby, right? So that's like I think the best. Looks realistic. Yeah, they are very detailed. And that's why I like painting a lot. Game Workshop miniatures, because they are so detailed, and it's so interesting to paint like different color schemes, like I did for example, for this Horus Heresy guys. No, this guys just wanted to yeah, and you even like with one model can experiment a lot, right? So that's super cool. I really like it, and yeah, that's hobby make me happy, relaxing, and yeah, have a lot of fun and do this like tons of content for you guys. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And yeah, so we'll just finish it with washing our custodian guard. Yeah, it's like stayed not so well because one hand, oh sorry, one leg, and yeah, I'll try to keep this guy as well. Yeah, that's very like I like this miniature holder from Redgrass, super cool. And like some inertion here, also like very comfortable to work with some miniatures. So there are like a lot of on the channel coming soon. So I like finishing this cool miniature from Age of Sigmar. It's still in progress. I have this cool character from Age of Sigmar as well, from Realm Lords, and yeah, I even don't know how to get to this guy. So cool. So I just thinking about this is actually also interesting part in this hobby, right? So you can assemble by like with your vision, and you can actually paint with like your understanding how it should be, how it like better to have a better contrast, realistic view. And you always just start with thinking what exactly color scheme I want, and what are the sequence, how I'm going to just implement that, what is it like fast scheme, because you all like often ask me about some new fractions, and I buy them for by myself just to do some like video tutorials. And yeah, that's why I just bought and Grey Wolves and Grey Knights, or Space Wolves, Grey Knights, and World Eaters, Death Guards. Just like find interesting simple schemes with like great result, saving a time. Some people will ask why do you need to buy like very expensive miniatures and like painting them faster, like finding some like fast solution, because some people not just buying for painting, right? So they buy it for playing, and they want to have like simple and cool scheme to color their army, like Southern Sun. I just posted on the channel, so they're pretty simple schemes that allow just to paint the squad probably in a couple hours, and that's super cool. Good. I have never been a fan of them when I was mother. Amazing painting skill, really impressive. Yeah, thanks. So, and yeah, actually, I was just finishing, but we have only small lady, and the lady is definitely small in comparing with these guys. And yeah, let's just paint here. Again, you can see that I just painted everything with a gold, so it's not a big problem. Again, with applying the spray or with applying the paint, that's actually you apply with a very thin coat, and it's easier to fix later with next coat, so I can easily just cover it with another color and just continue. Where the she said this is from Custodian's Sister of Silence. I think this combination is Witcher Seeker, the flame. Good, so we are done. And actually, I just started with this miniature first, so like this miniature just dried, and we can just put it here. Yeah, I actually also just tested this cool. Let me just show you where is this chapter. This one probably. I just tried the chrome metal from Greenstop World. I just ordered it. That's super cool, like real metal and just shining on the light. Really nice. You know, I probably will do a couple interesting videos with that. With interesting ideas. Yeah, I just need to find the time. You play anything other than tabletop? Yeah, I play a lot. Like I like sport. I did Ironman, half Ironman distension. I like music. I play guitar and piano, so I just create some background on the piano and just then improvise with electronic guitar. So I like this hobby as well. I like video games. I have Steam Deck, the last console I bought for myself, and just playing AAA games that I probably miss. So I have a lot of hobbies, but that's probably the best. That's definitely very relaxing. Okay, I see there like still some places. It's like just accumulated a bit more wash, and I need that it will dry. So if you have any question or like I don't know some any question probably about the hobby, if you are a new one, something that I can show you, let me just I will do that for you. I will do that for you. Again, when you just washing your brush, I recommend to use wash soap. It's pretty like standard. I just bought in art store for with like different stuff, and yeah, then you just remove it from all the rest of pigment, paints pigment, and just like sorry for my like very dirty hands. I just painted my wife's hair, and yeah, I forgot to just wearing gloves. Okay, I really like this brush, really like. So for dry brushing, we will use like actually bigger brush like this one. Last question: how much is your Warhammer collection? First, I spent probably during the last over half year of existence this channel for the miniatures probably over around 1,000 euro. For the rest of tools and paints, probably 500, 600 more. I have some army I'm collecting, like Grey Knights. I really like these guys. I hope in the next edition they will renew them because they're pretty small, but very I like them and the fraction and actually to paint them. And let's keep it here. And my son just previously collected orcs, but we sold almost all of them, and he right now is collecting Necrons. So I will do a lot of Necrons content as well soon. So yeah, if it's interesting for you. Good. Again, for the Walder Day for this. Green Knight. Yeah. Green Knight, super cool. Yeah, we will use the as well. Like I'm going to tell this orange brush for dry brushing. It's like bigger, but actually as an like alternative, you can always have some like old brush. I just do it by myself. It was cheap brush from our store, from Da Vinci synthetic brush, and I just cutted that. So I have as well for dry brushing. It's a bit like harder, that's more softer, so you don't need to make hardened. You just want to apply the paint on it on a tip, remove the rest, and some of the pigment will still keep here. So you with dry brushing just applying some part of pigment. The last time you follow the touch, you hold the touch with the movement. Didn't get your question, sorry. If you can rephrase, that would be great. So I need to take some gold. I will probably, let's take this greatly gold. It's probably gold I use very often. So yeah, there was a lot of question about creating non-metallic metal content. I will do that as well. So yeah, I even like prepared some small like parts to show step by step on some elements. Good. All right, so yeah, we'll just touch it on like a tip on the brush without the water. I always recommend to use water actually, but in this case we don't need it. And yeah, we'll just remove. You can see we remove actually that we don't see already gold. And with this, I will just gently touch and maybe return back some goldy color. Let me just, again, I don't need to remove a lot. I'll just gently walk through it to return back the shining of the gold to the miniature, just to a bit correct after the wash. So for some like raised elements, I'll do this. Okay, so probably I need to keep this miniature still stay on one leg. Probably I always need to glue it, but actually we can glue him. That's not a big issue actually. I have already prepared some volcanic base. So yeah, I probably will do this. And we can just, maybe it will be, try using texture palette for dry brush. Yeah, I agree absolutely with you. I want actually, I need to order. I plan to do it by myself, but I want just to order it. And yes, I heard that it's like better approach to have a good consistency on the brush, just to continue work. Good. So we just restoring a bit gold shining without like damaging this shading that we created with sepia wash. Okay, that's enough. That's already looks good, but we need one more dry brush, as I mentioned, just with some light silver probably. And what if I will take this bright gold? Let's just check. Let me mix. Again, I very like the form factor from Army Painter, from Green Stuff World, from Vallejo, from AK, that they have this bottle with a dosator, and they have some balls for mixing inside of the bottle. I don't like a lot. I like Citadel color, but I don't like the form factor a lot. I think that's very useless, and I never just paint with with contrast. I paint directly from the bottle. But for some cases, for many cases, actually, you can see on my channel that sometimes it's easier just to mix some contrast. You don't need to buy like hundreds colors. I have probably a couple hundreds of different paints from different brands, and you don't need it actually when you're just painting your army, your specific army, or you just want to paint a couple miniatures. You can mix a lot of colors by yourself from the paints. So you will always add regular paints to wet palette, right? So I have from this red grass I have from Army Painter, but red grass I like more, the wet palette. And yeah, this as well, like washable, so that's easier to save some money with it. And yeah, with the contrast as well, I like always just add into Puppet and just mix probably some custom color I like. For example, for orcs, it's so cool. Where is this orc that we just tested right on a channel? Here there is. So we just tested to take not just green, but green with yellow, and we just mix different consistencies, different ratio, and just to apply it. How do it work? So like having the basic colors, like I like this basic set from Army Painter. They doing pretty cool. So you have like the whole spectrum of colors, and that's pretty easy for you just to mix a lot of different colors for desk guards and other chapters. Sorry, I need to keep on a focus for you. And yeah, so I think that's very good when you can dose directly from the bottle, cause when you paint, I never paint from the Citadel directly from the jar, because it might be not so thin coat. And yeah, applying the paints, I always recommend to use at least one drop of the water to 3 drop of the paints, like in this ratio. For some layering and glazing, the proportion could be different, but never only for dry brushing I use directly paint from the jar or from the bottle without like mixing some water. So yeah, my recommendation is always to apply a bit water. Okay, let's just apply lighter gold color here. It's not staying super cool. And yeah, the lady, the last one. Okay, after that, actually, so we need just to back shine of the gold to the lady. And you can see I actually, this is very important, the sequence, right? So I'm working with the gold, I'm working with the armor, the main like actually color on the miniature, and I'm doing with this first, because I can dry brush, I can just touch like this part. It's absolutely not important for me because it's very thin layer. And later I will continue with the details, but already armor will be very prepared and like looks pretty nice, shine. And yeah, so I always recommend to have some sequence again, especially for such cases. You can just mix, you can just try to clean up the water, but yes, you still have some pigment, and I always recommend just to apply this brush soap to just clean up it. So guys, I hope, thanks for joining first of all today on the live stream. So we'll finish this 4 cool guys just quickly. I'll show the pretty simple scheme. Again, we discussing a lot, so I'm happy to answer any questions and like to start any discussions. And yeah, so this one brush, and hope you all subscribe, guys. Don't forget that. And I will take another brush. Actually, I really like that in Airbrush they have this one. It's like white, but still like pretty nice form that I can use for highlighting with the gold. For the gold, I will take like or shining silver. Where is it, like other colors? Probably from green stuff. It should be some. Sorry, I have a mess. Yeah, it's like Quicksilver or Mithril. I like that as well a lot. That's very light color, metallic. And yeah, I will draw brush with it. So it's like shining small elements on this gold armor. Looks super cool. I need one more picture. Correct. That's Warhammer. That's Warhammer. Hi guys. Hi. Thanks for joining to the channel on the live stream. Good. So just highlighting with this like silver. So just applying on some like edges. It's not important like to highlight everything. We just be adding more shyness of the armor with this exercise, and like for this gold eagle on the shoulder, and yeah, so we just highlight a bit. You don't need a lot, very gently, don't push in, and yeah, we have shining gold. That's pretty nice and actually absolutely enough for our main purposes. Good. Let me just try to put this guy a bit stronger on this putty. Thank you guys, thank you for your comment. That's really inspiring me, and your subscription to my channel inspiring me to spend tons of money still on this hobby. But I like it, I really like that, and yeah, I really like that you like the content, that you asking about some interesting scheme, that we have great discussion, and I always have streaming only on YouTube, because they're like always cool audience to paint together. I really like that. Okay, I probably need to just to start gluing this guys. It should be like easier. They stay on one leg, and that's very complicated to work with them. So there was a lot of question around how can I just later apply or just glue my mini on some already created base. Again, for this cracking material, there are like some, let me just show you, probably if you didn't know, because that's always like when you already experienced with it, that's simple to understand. When you didn't like do this, yeah, so I have two materials for cracking stuff. That's this one. In Citadel, everything that is going with the technical modern errands, it will cracken. They are like different colors. I like this one, it will be dark, and here's as well like a crackle paint in one step. This is grayish, but it's very simple. I just did this the same way. It was gray, and then I just dry brushed with black color, so you have good cracking on the like volcanic some base. So yeah, we need for the lady this base, so very recommend. And yeah, all of this video on my channel, some for like volcanic bases I will do and publish probably next week already. So I always have like minimum 5 video already scheduled on the channel every week, and in total I have like months ahead with the content, so we always will have good content from me. And last probably couple of months I posting up to 8 video per week. So I just use super glue, easy to apply, gently, and just stay like put this guy on this base. That's all. So let's give him a time to apply. Let me just apply here under the cracking, so this cracking stuff could just crush and remove from the base. That is not a problem. You can just apply the pasta again, and just take another guy, and probably while this one is just gluing here, we can just continue with another one. Okay, so we'll continue with this guy. Let me just remove that. You can see actually everything. Good. So we take our silver and just remove the rest of the silver. We don't need to paint that. We just need to highlight and very gently just touch to some edges, some edged elements, and just highlighting a bit. We don't need a lot. We just want to make our gold shine a bit more. That's why we don't need to make it metal color. We need to like silver color, right? So, or some steel. We need just to a bit highlight our elements on the miniature. That's all we want. This when I was younger brother who just came up, new subscriber from Scotland. That's great. That's great. Thanks, guys. Thanks for your support and your subscription. That's super cool and motivate me a lot to make tons of new content for you guys. I'm really happy to do that. Absolutely. Without doubts. So, okay. I think this guy is ready as well. Let's just remove him. Okay, you just collected some like parts of. Okay, we removed everything, and we'll just glue this man on another base. So just stay here, man. Just stay here. Okay, let's just a bit keep him on the same place and carefully just put down. So just glue, man, glue, and we'll continue work with you. So continue with dry brushing. Okay, so here need to remove after first usage that's happened. Okay, and we continue. If any question about like the painting, about I don't know some specific fraction, some interesting scheme, or you can share something, that would be great. Just let's do this live stream real live with your comments, with your questions, with your highlights, I don't know, topics, or maybe tips. That's absolutely cool. And that's why I like the Warhammer community. Actually, it's very warm mostly, and you always have so different people around of this hobby, from the age perspective, from the hobby, from the profession, like absolutely different. I had a subscriber who interested with this hobby. He's wrestler in US. I have a dentist. I have IT consultants and so on. So different, many people. Jane, thanks, man. So right, this guy is ready as well. So let's just take his base, just to glue him, and we'll just remove him. He has some like elements on his foot, so we'll just remove it easily, and we apply. Okay, just glue start drying, so I apply new one and just stay him here. So on this pose. Sorry for my dirty hands, guys. That happened today. Just forgot to wear gloves. So, and the final one is a lady. Let's just touch the rest of silver, light silver, and just highlight. Breathe very gently. That is a lady. And yeah, here a bit, here on the legs. And actually, that's all. So the armor again shining. It's pretty light, nice gold. cool. So we can now glue our lady as well on another base. So we take lady, let's remove the rest of puppy, and just again, as I mentioned, gently super glue, and put here on the volcanic base. Just keep a bit to give the glue start working and keep the miniature. All right, so we can remove our glue. We have base right now. Working with the base, I will use this Citadel miniature holder. Okay, guys, hope you all subscribed. There are tons of content on the channel. You can just check out. So a lot of content, around 200. That's already today 200. I saw on Instagram 200 posts I just made with a step-by-step interesting different tutorials, and I have already scheduled 30 video for the upcoming months starting today, and I have a lot of miniatures I show you. I'm going to finish to paint and share with you as well, like this cool guy from the Age of Sigmar. The Clark is still not painted yet, but yeah, that's super cool, man. And yeah, let me just, okay. And yeah, I have like 30 video already prepared and scheduled for upcoming period, and I always just inject some ad hoc video as well. Good. It's still gluing. This is super glue. Yes, and I have probably around 70 video that I need to montage. So that's work besides the painting I need to finish for you. So comments on each of these guys as well will be posted, and how to make this stuff easier, about like how to paint this clock with the shading. So that's very simple with like a limited amount of colors, how to make some axes and swords with like lava swords. Good, so let's check what miniature just probably maybe we can start again. We're not planning to push on the miniature anymore, so we just want actually a bit add white color for some elements that I will use contrast. And for this purpose, let me just take not this one. I like from, yeah, actually about the green stop word, white cap beige. No, I don't need beige. I need actually I can do that with silver. So what I will do, oops, I will take just simply, I'm not just clean up the paint from the dry brush, because I just want to paint this part whole, and because yeah, I'm planning actually to apply contrast, some burgundy color on it, and I need some light color for this purposes. The same I will do for this man. This man like looks like glued better and faster. No, it's still like moving from the base. I try to be faster for you guys, and yeah, that's probably we need to keep a bit more this guy on the base. What about you? Let's try with you, man. Okay, so just to keep, okay, here I need as well like silver. That's why I'll just paint this way. It's seen quiet, so that's absolutely perfectly fine for my purposes. I don't need to spend a ton of time. Okay, good. Then we will just correct it simply. Привет з України. I'm glad to see people from Ukraine. I'm from Ukraine as well. And let me just, no, it still need to glue. Yeah, I apologize for that. So let me just glue this guy again. Maybe I just bought wrong glue because previous one was like more stronger and just applied faster state. So, but there was a bit smaller bottle probably. So hope this one will work for this man. What about you, man? You just stayed, but probably I need to apply more here on the base. So guy, just stay on this base. What about you, man? You're not staying as well. So let's just put and remove some rest of the stuff. I'll use tip, so just remove stop the glue. Ah, that's man just staying on a stone. That's why it's not a good like position to keep him strong. Stay. They have Constantine Welder. No, yeah, that's Custodes, guys. All right, so here we just glue it, and the lady probably the best one who just glue it perfectly. So let's just continue with lady. And yes, so let's just switch to lady. Because yeah, actually this guy stayed on both legs. That's always good position, but this guy just stayed on one leg. Just they are running. Yeah, and that's why I need more time for them. So hope you all subscribe to the channel, guys. And yeah, a lot of new content ahead. So happy to see you on my channel. Good. All right, what do we need to do next? Let's just start painting with this stuff that I just prepared with silver. For this purpose, for the custodian guards, I need burgundy color. So you can take some contrast. I will take contrast actually. You can use contrast, or just if not contrast, then you can just do it in like 2 steps. You will just apply with darker color and then highlighter. But like with the contrast for some small element, that's perfectly fine and cool. Let me just, and even like for preparing some base and then working with details. So I like the mix of this color blue and red. What part? So yeah, I'll plan today just to finish for these guys, and that should be pretty simple and fast. So let me just quickly clean up. 1, 2 drop. Again, you can see I can easily just dose exactly amount of paint that I need, and I always can repeat this color if I missed, because you probably saw on my channel that I provide some proportion, and it's like very complicated. So you have 1 portion one paint, you have 3 portion another paint, and additionally someone paints as well. So I just add like 2 drops here, 1, 2, and I always have the same color, so I can just easily mix it, or for my orcs, for example, right? So and just work with it. So we just mix, and we will have cool burgundy. Give me address so you can mail them to me. yeah. Okay, so you can see, let's focus, that's very like a deep red color. I like it a lot. So I need it for this cool mans. Again, they stay are not so cool. They are like a bit crushed my base, and I will just apply this cracked pasta again on this stuff. So I am not worried right now about this like part of the glue at all. Everything that you are doing with your miniatures is easy like to fix, so don't worry about mistakes. It's always like possible to fix it later. So you can see the color is super cool, deep, and yeah, from the red perspective I like it a lot. And such color, and like teal, some like greenish blue, deep ocean colors as well. You can mix like that, and for many cloaks with some holes, old cloaks, it works even like without using regular paints. So that looks super cool. Let's just put this man on the ground and take another one. And what do we need? Again, you can see when I apply, I have like very liquid. So you can see after the touching, I have a lot. Why I do this? Because you actually can paint with the this man just down. So yeah, and it gives them a time. And it gives them a time just to stay better. Probably I can add here on this place. Yeah. Let me just do this. And I get back to the contrast topic to you guys. So just like a small drop here. And I would say, guy, you like touching a bit the surface as well. So just glue to the 2 points. I think that will be better for you, man. Because you need to fight. And how you are going to fight with this like not stable position. Right. All right, so let's just switch back to the contrast. Actually, with the contrast you can just apply with like a bit more. Why? Because then you create, but you need to control. So if you can see that a lot of big drop on some place, you can just remove with like a drying brush. And you can also apply like a very thin layer, but again depending on your purpose. So the main point, you can see just applying some recession with a deeper and creates like perfectly shading from the beginning already without any adjustments with the regular paints or highlight and so on. For some purposes you can actually do this if needed. That's based on your choice, but yeah, that's very simplified the way. Some small elements where I'm not planning to keep like to spend more time, so I just want to gently apply, and that's all. So in one layer, in one coat, that will work good. Okay, this man stay, and I will gently work with him, not to push, because it's not so stable. This man is this weakest man in the world. Yeah, but it's like I had some miniatures that just stayed on some magic elements, so they are so not stable, so complicated to paint them, but they're so interesting, so you need to be gently wherever this guys. Okay, what tips would you have for someone new to paint miniature but us already acquainted with the Syria? First of all, just join to my channel. I hope I don't have like pay some content that you need to pay first. I have Patreon, but it's like without any paid video. I do all video for free on my channels regularly, all tips, and like try to cover your questions, so on. Like as my recommendation for people who just start painting, so you don't need all paints for sure. You just need to probably some basic colors, and they're like cool suggestion on the market from AK Interactive, from Army Painter, from Vallejo. They have great paints, a lot of brands on the market, they all are good. If you're talking about like green stuff world, they are nice, I like them also, but they are a bit liquid. So when I just add these paints on my wet palette, they are just spreading across wet palette, you can see. But I actually use this paints especially like base without like just applying with the water. What do you need? You need only like a brush, you need only like probably 10 colors. When you just started and you don't plan to I don't know, to paint with the highlighting, to make it real, to apply a lot of layers, to apply some glittering, so play with this. What I recommend, that should be base color, like green, red, yellow, brown, blue, white, black, of course. And you can mix tons of colors from this. You can play with it, so you can mix your own tidal blue, you can mix your own from the teal series. I like them a lot, from the Magic, so on, purple, and so on. And that's like 10 colors actually, approximately. And always just to check, because I don't like Game Workshop starters, because at least that smallest one I bought when we just started to play with my son with the ultramarines and tyranids, and there was like a paints, and there was, I don't remember, even probably with Citadel brush. That was not so good, Citadel brush. I like more of that Army Painter provide in their basic sets. It's synthetic, but good synthetic. And there was very important to have, because you are not going to do some not metal color by yourself, so you need some metallic colors, right? And you need to have gold and silver. Then you can mix like a brass. I really like this color, so you just mix 1-to-1 gold to silver. And let me just show example where it's like works perfectly. For example, this World Eater. For this man, you can see the red contrast applied pretty nice, and the trims I painted with the brass. But brass I did by myself, just mixed silver and gold, because the bronze, it's a bit more reddish, and you always need the contrast. And with Game Workshop miniatures, they are always built with a nice option that you can create the contrast, and the miniature will be more attractive. So you can mix by yourself. And what you need even more, wash. I agree that it's probably even better to work without washes, but usually it's some dark wash, like strong tone, something like that, like null oil. Let me show you. That's Abaddon Black, like this shade from Citadel, null oil, like this wash from Green Stubwort. You can do it by yourself. In the Citadel, there are like such technical aluminum medium, and you just mix a bit of your paint with this stuff, and you will have your own wash. Because you can do wash actually just with water, but this formula allow to spread it good and still have a lot of pigment in each layer, because water is just losing some paint pigment. Or you can just buy where is here is it. So this is a wash medium from Army Painter, the same stuff actually. You can just mix with your paint and you have your own wash, like dark, red, anything. And I think this is an important component, to have metallic colors, wash, and basic colors. Then you can play. I painted with such limited amount of paints and just was one brush over than 100 miniatures, and I was super happy. If you just want to probably speed up some process, I recommend to use some contrast. So like in a Citadel, they have a contrast. In Green Stubwort, they have deepen inks, and not intensive, but deepen I recommend, because deepen is more contrast with more pigments, and intensive inks, it more for glazing, for layering. They have less pigment, and they're tons of contrast from Army Painters. I like this from Factor, because you never know the final result, so you don't know how it will look on your miniature. And this as well, you can just see some color, but you need to apply on some tester for you, like some old miniature or some like texture. But with the army painter, I always like see exactly color I will get. And that's so easier, just like in a shop, you have like your army and you easily can just find proper color for yourself. So I just came to the shop when I planned to do some like color scheme for you with the desk guards, because you requested to me, guys, my great followers and subscribers, and I just saw that brownish decay looks super cool for desk guards, and it just applied in one layer, and it's super nice for this cool mens. So yeah, there are like a lot of options, so that's very important to understand for what like I'm going to buy. But the main investment, like the starter set, it costs probably 40 euro. They're like Black Friday soon, and I think that's even cheaper, could be option to find on the market. So yeah, I strongly recommend. All right, this guy continuously just tried to lie down. Let me just probably glue a bit here. Leg. Okay, and for lady, actually, I'm not going to use the same like burgundy color here on this base. Okay, and for lady, I will use some darker blue. What I'm going to try, I will take magic blue and I will mix it with dark green dark color. So it should be like exactly the color I want. Let me just check, probably 3 drops of blue and 1 drops of black, because it's very strong. It probably just move down the brightness of my color. And applying it, contrast mostly like very transparent. There are some contrast with more milkish structure, but after transparency they will still show a bit shyness of the metal. And this is actually an option just to work with the metal. Pretty interesting concept to apply the contrast very transparent over some metallic color. Again, when you work with contrast and you need like a bit make it lighter, you shouldn't use water. You need to use contrast medium just to make it more transparent and lighter for you. Good, let's just clean up my brush after contrast, because contrast drying faster. Contrast just applying like across the surface and go down into recessions and just lie with a seam coat on some like raised surfaces. So yeah, really nice brushes. Good. Oh. Okay, so probably I need to keep these guys still stay on a bit on the base, because they are not so stable. Just to continue with them, maybe I will continue like guys. Actually, what I planning to do, I planning to apply here black, and for black that's pretty nice to use like green black, for example. It's very simple to apply, and it's a bit transparent. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to apply across like of the whole weapon, for example. Let just do this, because I think this gold weapon are not so cool looking, and much better when the weapon is black. So again, for the miniatures, try to find some contrast That's always much interesting and more attractive playing with such miniatures. Okay, you can see it could be possible to apply with a regular black, but green black it's a bit transparent, so it still keep some like edges, highlight by default, so even like easier. And we can just correct it later if it might be needed for some elements, but again like this. And yeah, that's, you can see very liquid, and that it applies just in a very thin layer, so you always can cover it, mix, fix, so you can do a lot with it. And on the shoulder, actually, I'm going to show you. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. That's super important to support my channel, at least just with your following. That's super cool and motivate me to make more content. So, and I just, you can see I just touch gently and it apply across the trim, within of the trim. And yeah, that will do some like darker shoulder, and you can see it here. It looks super cool. So yeah, we just salute, guys. Thanks for joining, and don't forget to subscribe, guys. I hope we till the end of November we will hit 5,000 great followers. So I do only live stream on YouTube, and yeah, up to 8 video every week on my channel. So hope you are part of this great community. Okay, what about this guy? It's not so stable still. So yeah, definitely need to give more time for these people just to glue on their base. I was wrong. It might require more time, or probably I just some here, or maybe I just need to use another glue for this purpose, because current one not just like keep it strong, the miniature. And again, this miniature staying on like just one leg. That's a big issue. And the big issue of those guys, they are running somewhere and they are not staying so strong. Okay, good. Here as well, I a bit like just painted gold with a spray in the gold, so I just need to fix. I don't need to paint the detail here from this view, but at least I just need to push the color down to black. Okay, and again we have shoulder that we need just to paint black. Again, you can see there like some place between trims, and I can apply this liquid contrast just with touching, and it's sprayed around the surface until the trims. So that's a good option. Many miniatures, they have such option. We can hack induce for our purposes. And here as well we need again it liquid, and probably after drying I will have like some lighter spots that I can easily fix just with applying a bit contrast in these places. Okay, let's give him dry. And what about this man as well? Okay, just keeping better. I need to apply faster after that. And yeah, thanks for joining, guys, and don't forget to subscribe. Just remind you regularly, because it's super important for supporting the channel. There are like ton of content regularly and a lot of planet ahead. So yeah, that interesting content with the end-to-end with the whole tool I use. I try to test a lot. I just bought shifted colors from Greenstone World. That's super interesting. I bought this chrome color. I have a couple interesting ideas where I actually planning to apply them, so don't forget to just join. I'm doing only like short videos, not full format. I will do probably a couple full format, but they take definitely more time. And yeah, I think in short video, again, just to show how to paint miniature with different scheme, that's pretty simple, just to, in one short video to make that. I have some like miniatures that I'm painting longer than one video, like big vehicles or like tank or Necron monolith, so or some big orcs, bosses, so on. But yeah, then I'll just split. But mostly I have in one video, and you easily can check. If you have maybe like, I don't know, some army you're interested in, you can find on my channel, so just mention it. And yeah, some requests I just accumulate and understand what do we need to paint next, what do we need to buy, some like simple squad for example, and just show the color scheme as well for the army that you probably are working on collecting. So okay, good, thanks for joining guys. And yeah, let me check, where is it? Yeah, for the import, of course, especially for custodians, the true lozenge. Okay, and you can see it applied pretty nice, and one layer is just probably saving some ages because it just go down in the recession and stay like light on some elements. And yeah, and then I can just really fix if needed, especially on shoulder, but not for now. And the weapon of this lady as well, I just paint by the black, gently touching all of this element, try to not touch the armor. Okay, across the hands, and from this side. For this like Sisters of Silence, I will have a video, will be published tomorrow, how to paint the squad of Sister of Silence. There are like 5 of them in the box, and it's possible just to paint them in a 1.5 hour. Good. All right. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, and yeah, probably we'll continue tomorrow because I need to give this man's just to glue better on the surface, and then add a bit more pasta because they are not stay pretty nice. So I'll just continue probably tomorrow. Thanks for joining today. We had a great 1.5 hour probably round, and don't forget to subscribe, and see you tomorrow. Have a nice day and evening, guys. Ciao, ciao.